Good evening, I'm Ian Beale. The police are currently investigating a series of child labor cases from 200 years ago. These recent claims have been brought about by children activists and have reached Parliament's attention. Jenny Kim is here to spill more tea on the situation.
Hello, thank you Ian. Looking at these pictures you can see that these children are clearly working in terrible conditions, with no food, no shoes, wearing very flimsy clothing. An interview recently resurfaced of one of the boys who worked in the factories. Many people were very outraged by it. We are now going to show you, but viewer discretion is advised.
I recently lost 2 fingers in my job. I work cleaning heavy equipment. I'm constantly in pain because of it. I'm only 9 years old. I want to leave but I've got nothing left. I'm an orphan, but this job is terrible. I am also an apprentice, so I get no money. In a day I get 2 hours of sleep and I eat blue-colored porridge. It's so awful, it's like hell.
Absolutely heartbreaking. I recently met up with some of the activists fighting for the children who have no voice. I met with a lady named Cynthia whose grandmother worked in the mills. Thank you for having me on here. This is a topic I am very passionate about. I loved my nanny, and the fact she went through this breaks my heart. I hope MPs learn from this and crack down on people who are robbing innocent children of their childhood. It's absolutely disgraceful. This is still going on today in our country. May has been facing a lot of pressure today in Parliament about this. I'm obviously very heartbroken about this. We as a nation need to do something and protect our children. Thank you.
Thank you, Jenny. Now over to Theresa May and her views on child labor and children working in the mills. Not on Brexit, ha.
Thanks Ian. Many of the early mill owners employed large numbers of children. In the domestic system, children had worked at home. Some of the children in the mills were apprentices. These children were often orphans, who were sent to the mills by authorities who looked after them in large towns. The factory owner agreed to feed and clothe them. They lived in an apprentice house near the mill. Overseers were given the job of making children work as hard as possible. The more work the children did, the more the overseers got. Meanwhile, a lot of celebrities have been giving out their support on the situation.
Hey sisters, this news is devastating. Pray for the kids. Absolutely heartbroken.
My baby, no. Well, my baby